Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ashish Kharga and I am here to welcome you and also to help you and assist you with the lesson Travelogue. So when we are talking about Travelogue, the word Travelogue is a noun. First of all, let's not forget this. It's a noun word and it has come from the word travel. Okay, so what is the meaning of the word travel? It means going from one place to another place for a visit. And we make visit to a certain place in order to enjoy what new things there in that place away from ours. So like for an example, when I make a certain journey on foot or travel to a certain distance by bus or by any other means, it's a travel. And the account of the travel which I come back to my place and inform it in the form of a writing or an illustrated lecture that I make to someone else about my journey is a travelogue. So definitely now let's see the meaning of the word travelogue. It means it could be a film, okay? It could be a film or illustrated lecture about travel. Illustrated lecture about travel. So when we know this fact that travelogue is a noun and it has come from the word travel and it means a film or an illustrated lecture about travel, our first question that comes in our mind is what or which story are we talking about? So the story that I'm going to talk to you about is the writer of this story along with her parents who makes a journey on foot, and she describes the place, the beauty and everything that she notices out there. So now let's see what happens in the story. Well, now let's go into the story, the travelogue. So let's divide the section of the story into 4 halves. First of all, to be more clear and precise, let's divide the story into 4 halves. So we are talking about writer. Very clear. And this writer goes to visit a place called Ghalegaon in Lamjung district. So let's write down Ghalegaon here. Ghalegaon. As she reaches there, how are the writer and her parents welcomed by the people of Ghalegaon? We are talking about the people there. And what are the other interesting details? What are the other interesting details we get of Ghalegaon? Finally, how does this writer enjoy the 5 days stay in Ghalegaon? 5 days stay in Ghalegaon. The entire story is of this subject matter. So now let's go. The writer is from Birganj. Let's be very, very careful. And Birganj is in the Tarai belt of Nepal. Birgaj is in the Tarai belt of Nepal. So the writer, along with her parents, move. They make a journey on foot to Ghalegaon. They are very interested to visit Ghalegaon. Ghalegaon, let's talk about Ghalegaon. Ghalegaon is a small village with clustered houses. Houses are in rows and in plenty. They are all grouped together. The inhabitants of this Ghalegaon, okay, they are mostly Ghavre Gurus. They are mostly Ghavre Gurus. See? Ghavre Gurus. Fine. When we know this much fact, we also should know where Ghalegaon is. It is situated it is situated on to the northwest of VIII Shahar. Do not forget this. Northwest of VIII Shahar in Lamzhou. It's a very beautiful place. To the northwest of VIII Shahar in Lamzhou, and from VIII Shahar, it takes about 5-hour walk on foot. Of course, if we want to travel by bus, it is available. It's available, okay? But if you really want to enjoy walking on foot, now that's a different thing. You can walk on foot as well and reach Ghalegaon. The second topic we are going to discuss from the story is the people of Ghalegaon. How were the writer and her parents welcomed by the people? So, let me be clear here. A very proper hospitality was provided. The writer and her parents were the guests, and the host, the people of Ghalegaon, okay, welcomed the writer and her parents with a very proper hospitality. So, this is what we are talking about, the people, how they treat their guests in Ghalegaon. Hospitality. The word hospitality includes, okay, it includes lodging and fooding. Lodging and fooding. They were given organic food items, which we rarely get our hand in this part. They were given proper lodging as well. There they stayed for the nights, and this in total we call it as homestay. Homestay. Of course, we pay in homestay, but paying is one part of the story. It's one side of the coin. But how well you are being treated with your payment, makes your stay exciting. But here the writer and her parents were treated very, very well. They enjoyed it. They felt like they were in a home, in their own home. And that's why we sometimes say, a home away from home. A home away from home denotes that it's like a home. It's nonetheless that we feel that we are away from home. Now, the end part of the story, what did they enjoy? It is very clear that when we go to a certain place, we would like to enjoy going to that place, enjoying something out of it, and of course the writer enjoyed. And what she talks about in particular are, number one, the dances. And she has named few of the dances like Krishna Charitra, Ghantu dance. Okay. She also talks about Jhankri dance. And finally, we are made to know that she talks about the Lama dance. We usually don't get an opportunity to watch all these dances in our locality. You have to go to certain places if you really want to enjoy looking and watching at these dances. It's very, very uncommon in a busy town. You can especially find this in villages where people, they really, in their traditional outfits, they give us their best. And it's really, really exciting. Number two, she also talks about the Annapurna Himalayan range. You see? Himalayan range. Annapurna Himalayan range. This itself is very, very clear that the writer was very much precise to inform us that she enjoyed the sight of looking at the Annapurna Himalayan range, which she could never get it from her place, Birganj. So one has to go to the hills, one has to travel a lot to enjoy the beautiful scenery of the Himalayan ranges. Definitely we would all like to watch those beautiful sceneries. So these two things, she has focused that she has enjoyed watching them. So the Lation Travelogue allows us to know that the writer has been able to convey to us some interesting facts in relation to her visit to Khalegaon. Now let me sum up the story. Let's be very, very clear. Number one, so we are summarizing the story, okay? So that we will not forget it again. Number one, the writer is from Birganj. The writer is from Birganj. Two, she had never been to the hills. She had never been to the hills. This was her born voice. When you travel to a certain place for the first time, we call it born boys. Okay. Number 3, on the way she has some difficulties, like she needs to take a rest. She is tired because it's out of her practice making a long journey on foot. While they were resting, a passerby guides them to Khalegaon. So, the next part of the story says to us about Khalegaon. The writer talks about Khalegaon, but before she reaches Khalegaon, she also talks about the beautiful scenery, the green hills. Let me mention it here. Beautiful scenery of what? The countryside. Beautiful scenery of the countryside. Okay? And the green valleys, they are just appealing to her. She really enjoys it. After that, let's go to number 4 now. What happens in number 4? Now, they reach Khalegaon, and there she learns something more about Khalegaon. It's a village. It's a village with clustered houses. Number 5, she enjoys being there. You know why? It's because they are warmly welcomed. By the people of Khalegaon. Number 6, we also are made to know that she has an opportunity to enjoy the organic and the fresh food. So she tastes the organic food items, and it's all locally prepared food, okay, like dal, bhat, okay. Well, in the book it says tarkari, that is, we call it vegetable, okay, vegetable, and she talks about achar, and that's what we call in English pickle. See, these are the things she enjoyed once she reached Khalegaon. Now, after this, she talks about, let's see here, number 7. She is very pleased and she says that, okay, hospitality was a very, very good one. So, she likes the hospitality provided to them. And finally, we learn that the writer enjoys watching dances, and it's not common dances that we get to see everywhere. It's all cultural based. Cultural based. Like, let's see, what are the dances represented by her? Jhakri. Number 2, Lama dance. Number 3, Ghantu dance. And number 4, let's try to remember. Jhakri, Lama, Ghantu, and that dance which she really likes to talk about is Krishna Charitra. Krishna Charitra. And the last thing that we come to know is she enjoyed watching the beautiful Himalayan range. The beautiful Himalayan range. In particular, she talks about the Annapurna. Annapurna, let's not forget this. The Annapurna Himalayan range. So this is the entire story of Travelogue, and I hope you have got the story. You should have broken this into 4 different parts like I did and synchronize it so that you will not ever forget it. Okay? Thank you very much. I hope you have liked my show. Thank you, and let's see if you have understood it. Please go through it once again. Thank you.